Family, this is a godsend opportunity to become a millionaire. This will totally change your life. Yeah, we're at 39.24. I do not care. I'm accumulating because I seen that little pump. And like what I said, Elon is going to trend forever. And again, family, we are up 142,000 holders on Dogelon Mars. All right, fam. Now, if you guys seen on Elon Musk's page where he just tweeted, going forward on any Twitter handles engaging in impersonation without clearly specifying parody will be permanently suspended. Okay, that's what he was saying. And again, he was like, previously we issued a warning before suspension, but now that we are rolling out a widespread verification, there will be no warning. This will be clearly identified as a condition for signing up to Twitter Blue. Now, again, family, Dogelon Mars, as you guys see, can you see the future? And again, ticker symbol Elon, they have not taken Dogelon Mars down. Obviously, he knows Dogelon Mars is on Twitter. Like, you got to make sense with this. You understand what I'm saying? Other thing, we are still 5 years early into this crypto phase. Yeah, digital currency started around 2011, but still in 2017 is when all the applications and things started to rolling out. The SEC started to come in play. Family, we are still early, and these tokens, Dogelon Mars, uh, what's the other one? That Tonic. Shout out to Geneva. Tonic, VVS, XLM, XRP. Those are the tokens you want to accumulate, family. They're very cheap. All right, so I got a clip of Mark Cuban, explaining to you guys why he is still bullish. And again, he's a billionaire as well. And they do not care what any other people say. They are accumulating. They understand the whole bear market. They understand the whole bull market. They understand why the prices are low. So you do not want to get tricked off of your tokens and sell them because you're feeling down or you want to give them up. You can't think like that. So let me play this clip. It will really briefly explain to you why we are so early and why we are still bullish on Dogelon Mars.
Right? You just click on Netflix and it just streams, and you don't have to do anything else. Well, with crypto, it's very analogous to that. We're in the early hassle phases. Now, the very earliest of crypto, however you want to decide the beginning with Bitcoin or whatever, has been around 12 years. But in terms of applications with smart contracts, that's only 2017 for the most part. And so we're really only 5 years in. So I'm still really bullish on crypto. We had some early wins, just like, streaming audio with sports and news. Now, with crypto, you have DeFi and you have, money transfer and some other applications, but you haven't had any mainstream applications where your mom says, okay, we've got to get a wallet because I have to do A, B, or C, right? It's been DeFi, NFTs, and money transfer. And so it's kind of boring right now. We're waiting for that next round of applications, and there's a lot of people working on them. NFTs for the resale of books. So we take NFTs past the collectible markets to the utility markets. NFTs for refi, which is for carbon offsets, buying and selling and trading carbon offsets, and even burning them so that they're not resold all the time, but they have a direct impact on the environment. And there'll be more and more and more of those applications that are more mainstream, but they're not all the way here. They're not truly mainstream yet. And so we're going through that lull. And you saw the same thing with the internet too, right? Until mobile phones came along from 1995 to 2007 with the iPhone, right? I mean, you had Amazon, you could go shopping and you could stream, but it wasn't like it was just earth-shattering. But once we got it on mobile, then we got the App Store in 2009? And then even remember the first apps on the App Store were like, here, look, let me hold my phone like this and it looks like I'm drinking a beer. Game. Right? Yeah, it looks like I'm drinking a beer. Just dumb shit. There's no reason why crypto is going to be any different. But the good news is, the investments I'm looking to make are geared towards applications that'll be mainstream, and not about, okay, let's create an Instagram for crypto, let's create a Twitter. Not Me Too type applications, more like, okay, things that take advantage of smart contracts and distributed environments.
I mean, you kind of touched on this, but what are some ideas and topics that make you excited?
NFTs is books, I think particularly for textbooks. Now, whether or not we can get the college textbook publishers to go along is another issue, but the idea of kids buying books for classes today. My daughter just went to Vanderbilt, so the whole process of buying books, first, do you want to buy new or used, right? Then you lug these books back, and then at the end of the semester, because they're only good for the time you were in the class, you make the decision. Yeah, I'm going to sell it. How do I sell it? Do I ship it off? Do I take it to the bookstore? It's just a pain in the ass, and in the digital world, it's ridiculous. And, with NFTs, well, the NFTs allow you to apply royalties that when that book is resold, the author and the publisher and whoever else is involved can get a set royalty fee. So that means that, the publishers and people who created the book can keep on getting paid, whereas when there's a physical book that gets sold and resold, they have to hope that book falls apart, and so that they can sell a new one. And so I think that's a great application. As I talk about environmental impact with trading of carbon offsets, I think insurance, being able to very easily buy insurance. But I think in terms of the home run type applications, and more complicated, longer to develop type things, I think things like health insurance, right? The whole process of getting a claim pre-approved or approved after the fact is horrible. Nobody likes dealing with their insurance company, their health insurance company. First of all, for pre-approvals, you never know whether or not you'll get pre-approved or not. And when you go, it's not like the UK where you just go to the NHS and you just hope they have it, not if you'll get approved. Here it's like, all right, I have this need, the doctor's prescribing it for me, but I can't afford to pay it out of pocket. And so what am I going to do if my insurance company doesn't approve it? Well, with crypto, you could reinvent how insurance claims are pre-approved or approved by creating an environment where you have 1,000 validators. There's different types of roll-ups, optimistic roll-up where you have validators and challengers, right? So you could train people to be a validator and pay them every time they validate, approve or don't approve a claim. The optimistic roll-up side of it, the challengers will say, okay, you didn't approve this, but not for the right reason. Your training says you should have approved it. I'm challenging it. So anything that you're staking that you put up to get paid for that, I get. And that keeps it honest. That's just a crypto way of keeping things honest.